Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Daily High on a special time this Monday morning for me here in the East, and it's Sunday night for you, Tone, over there in America.
Yeah, Sunday night. We wanted to bring you a show. The price is hitting pretty much a bit of a swing high, and also tomorrow I am traveling to Alaska first thing in the morning in the U.S. time, so it's impossible to do a show. I gotta connect flights and everything. So figured, hey, let's do a show today because we don't know what tomorrow brings.
Yeah, you might have noticed I've had a haircut. I'm missing a big
Listen,
helmet of hair.
I know you got half a mullet now.
Yeah, I got a little tiny mullet still. Couldn't get rid of that entirely, but the hairs, I feel clean. I've been 4 days off all alcohol. I've decided I'm going to not drink a drop of alcohol until at least October in Singapore, my next fight. It's going to be a big fight. I want to really
How
focus
how
on
many
that.
how many how many Bitcoin can I bet against this?
I don't know. I'm feeling really good. I don't know what this feeling is.
I know, but I am willing to risk an unreasonable amount of money that there is no way you're going to make it to October without alcohol.
I'll bet you a Bitcoin. I'd love that. I'd love that additional incentive. And by
We'll
October,
talk about it offline.
yeah, Bitcoin could be a lot higher at that point too. It'll cost you a lot of money. All right, let's get into the charts because I'm feeling juicy. I'm feeling good. Is this how normal people feel all the time? I haven't gone 4 days without alcohol since I was 16 years old.
Right, and you think you're going to make it to October?
I don't know. I'm feeling so good. I'm actually thirsty for a beer. All right, so let's.
I tried doing dry January. I was supposed to do 30 days. I made it 3 weeks, which is actually the longest since I was 13 that I made with no alcohol. But I was still impressive, man. I'm gonna try again in January.
I mean, I've been so hungover before that I've gone like 2 days without alcohol. That's
because it was still in your system.
I don't know if that counts. All right, let's forget about all that. Forget
Right.
it's a bad image to send. All right, look, we're starting on the monthly time frame because we've got 1 day left in the month, and I tell you what, it would like just as Tone said, and I said on the last show we did when I was the last night I drunk, mind you, back in Tokyo. It was scary down at 98 because we'd start putting in some swing lows in the short-term time frame. But I was trying to say on Monday last week, and this will sound like an excuse, but my internet was so bad. When Fibbo Swanee sent a message through saying, like, check out the monthly, I wanted to mention, but I couldn't bring up my bloody charts, that the monthly was still fine for me. Like it was still like my macro was still completely bullish. I just didn't want to make that. I wanted to make it clear that I wasn't bearish overall. I was making the point, and I had made the point clear that I was looking for a lower buy off maybe the 7 simple moving average here at 96. I did say 96. Or looking for like a daily green diamond inside the wave, something great to have a great buy for a bounce, because I think that the monthly was still great. And now that we've come in, and we're going to close this as the highest monthly close of all time, barring some catastrophe in the next 24 hours, which I don't see. I love it. The charts look great. The MRI count's sensational. There's nothing that bothers me here. I mean, even looking at some of these oscillators here, there's nothing that concerns me at all. Maybe some kind of divergence, which on the RSI here, which I could make a case for that, but I don't see it yet. Not while the MRI count is where it is. Not while we're still closing monthly highs. Fantastic. Let's go to the weekly because it is the start of a new week here for us. This is damn it. This should be a green star candle, and if I've just got some kind of data glitch on the index chart here where it
It's a
started.
green star candle on my charts. Maybe he hit the refresh button or something.
Yeah, it is a green star candle. I know that I can see that there's like a little funny candle on here. So, just give me 1 second. We got time today. We're not in a hurry. We're ready for bed. Feel good. Look, take my word for it.
It's really strange why it's not on your charts. Because it's on my chart and the candle's the same on my chart.
It's also one of those little false candles.
That is true, but still, even with this candle, it should be a green star candle. It's really weird.
Yeah, it absolutely should be, and it is. It's something to do with index charts. If I go to one of the another chart, it'll be there. It's a green star, which I love. I love it. I love where we closed that week. Fantastic. It wasn't an all-time high weekly close, but it's the next best thing. In fact, it's probably better. So this week, we don't know what to expect, but like maybe we'll come back and retest the 7 or whatever. But as it stands right now, all systems go here. Let's have a quick look at Socrates' EXA. We had that bearish cross. I would love that this week comes back up and has like a nice bullish cross here, even though it's not at a very low vantage point. It just it signals like more swing upside. The Phantom now, which was put in, the Phantom signal, which was put in back on the 19th of this month. It's done what it does very often, which will be, this is a macro bullish trend, and it can have some consolidation, but then it comes into its own afterwards. Just like it had sort of 3 weeks here before it kicked off. That one went directly up. This one is sort of more what I'm thinking of here, where it had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks before the kickoff came, but it's still very, very seldom. In fact, if those who've been following me for a long time know that only twice in the history of Bitcoin has it not led to a macro swing trade to the upside, which I believe this one will be just the same as the other ones. And if you're looking at the Phantoms as your buy signal, where today's candle is just as good as the Phantom that came in. So you haven't missed anything. It's perfectly on trend. I love where the Phantom's setting up right now. Love the MRI count, everything about it. Daily time frame. Let's see what the MRI count is on this. Did we read? Okay. There is a case for that tomorrow, we're going to come into some trouble, as Tone will point out. I'll let him talk more about the MRI on the daily, but I just like this line that we are currently exactly at right now. Do I see some resistance here? Yeah, I can see some resistance here, especially with that MRI top coming in, but I would love it to roll over, touch on one of these moving averages, maybe even come back down to 106, something like that, touch on some of the cluster of the 30 and the 50, but without putting in a lower low. I don't really at all want to see, like this channel come back down and be retested, or maybe there's a better way to draw that. Let's do it from the wicks even, but like have it. I don't want this, like, I don't know if you'd call it a Selgin. It's not a Selgin pattern because there are lowers here. They're just this channel to get re-hit and come back in. But I do reiterate what I said at the start of the show, that like if it was to come all the way back down here, get inside the wave, give us a green diamond, I would see that as an insane buy. But I'm much, much more excited about it breaking out of this channel that it's been in for some time, rather than coming back and getting that great buy down there. That would be quite frustrating for me. I would like to see this kick through today, if at all possible. Any of the oscillators showing anything here? Yeah, no, looks all good. It's all good. 4-hour time frame before I finish off. Let's crack on and see where we're going here. As I mentioned on last week's show, my lord, did those alphanumeric green diamonds really prove their assault here? It would have been scary to buy each of them, but hell, the alphanumeric indicator is better than the man who created it. They are fantastic, and that's they're going to become legendary, those two positions. I love the MRI count where we are right now. I could see us breaking this trend line today. And just as Tony and I mentioned in the previous shows, we get above. I must have the MRI turned off here, I reckon. Where are my MRI support and resistance lines? So I must have to. I'm going to have to go in and play with the settings, Tone, because I should have my lines joined in here. I'll do that. I'll do that.
Matt. There are no MRI support resistance because we haven't had an MRI top on a daily or a bottom in a while.
On the 4 hours time frame, I reckon.
No, this isn't 4 hours. This is the daily.
No, we're on the 4 hour. We're on the 4 hour.
Is that the 4 hour?
Yep. Where do you know where the button is for MRI support and resistance? Breakout lines, hide.
Oh no, it's higher. It's higher. Just drag your chart down a bit. No. You
they're on there, you reckon?
Oh
I
no,
don't
they're not there.
recommend it.
They're not
No.
there. They're not there. Weird.
That's what
Okay.
I'm saying,
Can
bro.
we
That's what I'm saying. Display. What's the button for it?
No, it should be there. Strange. Hold on. The top one, the very top one. Uncheck that. There you go.
It's weird that it's. Yeah, there you go. Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you. This is what I was talking about. If we can get above this MRI support and resistance zone at 110, I don't need to see us break at 112 or something like that. I would be so excited to see us crack through this MRI support resistance line. I think 112 will go like that. It'll just be gone. It'll be totally gone. It'll rip through that in a heartbeat. So this is where I'm sitting right now. I couldn't be more excited for where Bitcoin is. I do see, just to reiterate, yeah, this is potentially a perfect spot for an initial rejection. You don't tend to break through these on the first attempt. And it's such an obvious trade that so many people are just waiting for us to break through. I could see us breaking through and then getting rejected, coming back down and doing it just like we did yesterday, when it looked like we had the breakout and then just came back all the way back down to the breakout point and then had a second attempt. I love this second attempt a lot more than the first attempt, and we're on the first attempt right now. Guys, check out Blowfin. If you want to trade on the best non-KYC exchange in the world and take advantage of this breakout that looks really, really imminent, come over here. Links in the description below. Get the sign-up bonuses and get on board. We also have BitGet as well for those people who are not concerned with the KYC. All right, I'm coming back to you now, Tone. Just before I hand it back to you, Black Box is in some fantastic trades as well. Right now, I think I'm in my MRI swing bot. It's up $1,000 or something like that. I don't know in percentage terms, but at least 10%. They're all kicking off. If we start to get parabolic here, we'll get some great trades in. Free bots, free Discord group, all the links in the description below. Definitely take advantage of it. Cost you nothing to have a peek. All right, Tone, what are you seeing, mate?
Anyway, yeah, I was having some background issues. We're good now. All right.
Hey, the internet's working. Hey, I'm sorry, guys. I think I might have fixed those internet issues.
I know, no, it's going great. It's going great. I overloaded my memory a bit. That's why my background collapsed, but we're back now. And I just remembered to finally retweet on X. So, Matt, you may want to go and do that as well. Retweet us on X right now. And yeah, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, leave comments, throw in a question, and retweet us or re-X us. I have no idea what you call it now. Okay. Let me go to my charts. Just like you, and again, it's good that we're doing it today because the month is going to end. We have 24 hours left. Today is still the 29th, but this is the candle for the 30th. This is a monthly candle, but on a daily, this is the last day of June. So this candle will solidify today, and unless something catastrophic happens, this will be the highest closing month in Bitcoin history. How can you not be bullish as hell? It's also a month after a green star candle, and a green star candle on a monthly has only failed us one time in history. And that one time was October of 2021. That's the only time a monthly candle did not lead to a higher closing month and a substantially higher closing month in the near future. It might not have been the next month, but soon after that. In fact, I'm going back all the way I'm not even going to count this one. That was March of 2010. I doubt anyone watching us was involved in that one. And right here, yes, we didn't have an immediately higher closing month, but we didn't really fall much, and eventually we did go significantly higher. So there has never been a monthly green candle without giving you substantially higher prices. Even right here, back in June of 2015, your candle closed at 260, and the following candle closed at 285, and it went significantly higher during the month. So definitely profits could have been made. The only time a green star monthly candle actually failed was October 2021. I'm gonna go with the percentages on this one, and obviously we're closing higher this month, and I'm expecting next month to be even better than this month. Do I have, am I confident from a fundamental perspective? Not really. There's still massive debates over Bitcoin protocol. Am I uh, am I concerned for other stuff? I don't really see much fundamental drivers here for Bitcoin, but the biggest fundamental driver for Bitcoin is, of course, the stock market. And look at the stock market futures; they are doing well already this evening. This is already the next candle. This is the June 30th candle, and the stock market is already at a new all-time high. We are on a stock market top. So I am expecting some consolidation here during next week, but Bitcoin is lagging. See, the stock market is at a new all-time high, but Bitcoin still has two prior swing highs. In fact, we are barely squeaking above the January highs, and we're still lower than the January swing high. So Bitcoin is way behind the stock market right now from a percentage relative percentage basis versus its own history, but they're both on daily MRI tops. So I am expecting this top to be more of a consolidated top, followed by another leg higher, because the monthly is making just came off a green star candle, and the weekly is started a green star candle. So because the weekly just started a green star candle, we need to be a little bit careful here because we may not close this week as a green star candle. So we do need to be a little bit careful here, just a little bit. Let's wait till this week is over. Personally, I don't want to see this week run away with the price. I want to see a new weekly all-time closing high, but not by much. I actually don't care if we make a new all-time high this week. If we go into, I don't know what, before I go to the daily, let's look at the oscillators. The MACD is very bullish. The RSI is actually in bullish posture. I'm not going to say it's crazy bullish, but it's in bullish posture. The CMF is still concerning, but I like the trend. It just has to break above these resistance levels. So if this week is a positive week, the CMF will be bullish as well. Volume is being decimated. That is a minor concern, and the Socrates' indicator crossing over at this higher level, to me, that's neutral. It's not bullish, it's not bearish, it is what it is. It's not a massive signal, but at least it's not concerning like it was when it was crossing over to the downside in the beginning of the month. Okay, so that's the oscillators for the weekly candle. Now, or was I on a daily? Yeah, that's the oscillators for the weekly candle. Let's go to the daily candle. This def-ish cross with the 20 going below the 50 is not a concern to me because it's happening with the price above the averages. So in a couple of days, unless we crash, they're going to flip right back over. So I'm not all that concerned on this. And if the price of Bitcoin goes above 210, they're going to cross over immediately. So this is not a concern for me at all on this type of crossover. What is a concern is the double resistance of the MRI top coming in on Tuesday's candle, not Monday's candle. This is already Monday's candle because it's Monday in half of the world right now. So, but on Tuesday's candle, remember these were the lines that I drew a while ago, like a week ago. So I am looking for us to top out somewhere here in 109. And after we top out, we have triple support right here. And that's beautiful support. If we could have a quick move down within 1 to 4 candles, keeping us, sorry guys, keeping us above 106, that's going to be the perfect buy the dip in the uptrend. That would be beautiful support, setting us up for some ridiculous upside. But I will say that as it stands right now, I don't think we're going to fall. I really, really don't. I shouldn't be too confident though. But the weekly is on a green star. Yeah. I would honestly be I will be a big buyer at 106, but I don't think we're going to get the chance. I think anyone waiting for the dip may miss it. And I think we are going to break out to 125-ish and then pull back to 110. That's my feeling right now. Let's see what happens when the stock market opens Monday morning. Short-term chart, look at this beautiful green star candle on the 4-hour chart. We have an acceleration line and the MRI resistance line. So I do think we're going to top out somewhere at 110. Maybe we'll reach the 4-hour MRI top. That would time it perfectly with the daily MRI top, and then a pullback. And according to the 4-hour chart, the pullback should keep us around 107. So the daily is, it may even be a bit higher. So the 4-hour is a lot more bullish than the daily as far as the pullback is concerned. I do like this envelope right here of MRI support and MRI resistance on the 4-hour chart. MRI support is at 105, MRI resistance at 110. I think we're going to struggle a little to break 110. And I would be surprised if we break 110 this week. And when I say break 110, I don't mean hitting 110 500. I mean a real break, getting over 24 hours trading above 110 or going to a new all-time high above 112. And that's what I consider a break of 110. If we break 110 for like 3 hours, that doesn't count. Okay, it needs to be a real break. I would be surprised if we do that in the first half of the week. If it happens on the back half of the week, like Friday, that's perfectly fine. But on the first half of the week, if we break it, I would be very, very surprised. And the oscillators on the 4-hour look great, absolutely great. Quick peek at the 1-hour, the oscillators look even better, but they're starting to get a little bit toppy. I do not consider this divergence because we haven't reversed yet. We have to reverse first. Same thing with this, because if we break out to 110, there will be no divergence, and both CMF and RSI will go higher than the prior peak. So let's keep an eye on that. And look at the volume. The volume on the 1-hour, and it's Sunday night, which is impressive. Look at this volume spike on the current 1-hour. It's pretty much, and this 1-hour, it's only got 2 minutes to go. But even with 2 minutes to go, this is going to be pretty much the highest 1-hour volume spike we had in 5 days. But these are hourly candles, so that's saying a lot. That's a lot of candles. And it's happening on a breakout. That's beautiful. If I was in a trading contest right now, I would be fully leveraged long right now. Absolutely fully leveraged long. If I was doing a trading contest. Short term, watching the chart. Bitcoin dominance continues to go up. Gold market opened a little bit down, and stock market, as we just discussed, oil market is going down again, which means no one is killing each other in the Middle East as much. Let me be more politically correct on that statement. As much as they were a week ago, and they're doing it a little bit less. And the stock market hit its weekly MRI top, and it's hitting its daily MRI top. That is, no, it's not. Okay, so this is where there's a big difference. See, the cash market still has like a whole week to go, but the futures market on the daily hit an MRI top. These are very, very different charts. Very different charts. This is very rare because the daily, yeah, what is happening here? Wow, that's a big difference. Oh, that's a weekly. That's why. That's why. I was about to say that's weird. That's weird. Okay, the S&P daily is very bullish. They are in line, and the daily is not topping. The weekly is topping. So the daily may reach its close to its MRI top. So I would, how would I play this? This should be on a weekly scale. This is a very bullish candle. I am actually bullish this week, especially with the break of the MRI resistance line. So I'm going to alter these lines a bit. I think the S&P is going to be bullish this week, and I think the S&P will top sometime this week, and then it'll pull back, and then it'll go up. I know I got these color back. I got the color backwards, but that's okay.
I love where that sits, the S&P right now, with that bullish cross on alpha numerics, with that purple phantom coming back in, retouching those highs, breaking out. I think it looks great. And you know, if you there was even a green diamond on the bottom of that daily crash as well. I don't know why you can't see it on your charts, but oh yeah, there it is. Yep. Look at that green diamond. Bang. And then now the purple phantoms come in on the weekly. Oh man, that looks like a
pitch. There was an MRI snuck right in the middle there too.
Yeah, magic, absolute magic.
And yeah, this green line is not actually a resistance line. That's why I just lowered it. That green line is my ultimate S&P acceleration, and so I know we discussed on our last stream with Willy Woo and their team that a big stock market recession is coming and a big crash in the stock market is coming. It's hard for me to go against 40 years of data that has never failed, and it's like 6 for 6 or 7 for 7 or whatever it was on that graph that we showed. But I have been saying this is going to happen for a decade, and I'm not going to stop now. So I have no reason to walk away from my analysis that over the next 4 years, the stock market is going to double in price. So I don't know how that plays with a recession. I don't know what's going to happen. Maybe there'll be massive inflation. Maybe something crazy happens. I don't know. Maybe there's a natural disaster. I have no idea, which tends to crash the market. Maybe the dollar is going to go into hyperinflation and the stock market goes up because of it. Like, I don't know what's going to happen. But for over 10 years now, I have been on this. I have been calling for this to continue higher and then break out above the channel. And I am not on the recession bandwagon. I know everyone else is, but I am not.
Can we just for a fun tone, can you just hide your drawings for a second? I just saw something and I have to mention it. Just hide your drawings. Yeah. And then just zoom out back to that chart. Yeah, and zoom. Let's just take note of where those green diamonds appear. Oh my god.
So you got one right there.
Yeah.
You missed one back in 22. Obviously, we had one in the pandemic. Mm-hmm. You missed it in the Trump going for election. Right. You got one right here, 2011. That was like the European bond crisis.
Yeah.
And of course, three of them in 2008.
So I'm just going to leave that.
You got one in 2011. It came early.
Yeah. I mean, it came in a good spot anyway. But I mean, let's just pay attention to them. If you're watching, get alphanumerics 30% off. Links in the description below, and have it running and pay attention. Set alerts when green dimes come in on assets that you think have high value on weekly and monthly timeframes. It's the best thing you can do for yourself, especially
Right.
if you're just an investor or a dollar cost average guy. Hell, you can't go wrong. We just had one on the stock market. We just had one.
Right. And right here, where we did not get one, you had the MRI support, and we had the 200 moving average. So there were other reasons to get in.
Yeah.
That is a scary candle. It's a double bottom, which I don't like. It's a red star that I don't like. But the 200 held and the MRI support held.
Yeah. You know, I made the alphanumeric.
And same here. 200 held.
Same thing. I made this like 7 years ago, and I've never been able to make another one. It's just like I'm still using the same thing. There's nothing to change. It looks great.
Yep.
Look at that. Looks great. Looks great. Get it.
All right, I gotta get to packing for.
Hey, just quickly bring up the EL chart because I just wanted to mention. This is like my toot me own horn day. Go to EL for a second on the monthly. Yeah, best day Lauder. Look, that it's got a purple coming in now. I got in at 63.08.
I got the line right there.
Yeah, called it on the show, live on air. Look at that. It's still kicking. We're at 80.
Yeah, you got a weekly MRI top, so you want to be careful, but I think you have plenty of room.
Yep.
That's your entry, 63.
I just thought it was a trade, and it's coming good. It's done better than Bitcoin.
Yeah, but it's not. But it's a daily and weekly MRI tops. Like this is where I would take profit.
Yeah, you can. If you followed me on the EL trade, it's there for the taking if you want it. If you're like me, you're just gonna hold it for 4 years, see what happens.
Yeah, if I didn't pay attention to it this past week, but I would have taken profit Thursday or Friday. I would have taken profit Friday actually when on the MRI top. I mean, if you took profit anywhere in the second half of the day, you did well. I would be out. That's a reversal candle. It'll have a negative tone-based volume right there. Look at that.
What is it? Like a 30% from 63 from the entry? What are we up right now?
30%.
Yeah, lovely.
30% up. Right. I would be out, and I would wait for a green star on daily or weekly to get back in. Yep.
Just hold it. All right. That's been a great show. Hey, we've got 1,300 viewers. Can we do the show in the morning my time always? This might we'll review how it's going. Maybe we switch them. Maybe you go night and I'll go morning.
Maybe. Tone isn't on a 3-month no drinking rule, unless you want to bet me a Bitcoin not to drink for the next 3 months.
Yeah, I'll take that bet.
Dude, actually, dude, if you and I bet on if you and I bet one Bitcoin and whoever drinks first loses, neither one of us may ever drink again.
Have you seen the Seinfeld episode? I feel like I'd be George.
Yes.
I'd be George Costanza, mate. I'd be sleeping like a baby and lying to you if they had a Bitcoin on there. It's the honor system.
All right. Yeah, we're good. I don't have much to announce. Hey guys, I updated my U.S. government debt. By the way, I added Tether to like how much bonds they hold. But anyway, we'll talk about it on a different show. The show's already running too long, and yeah, I gotta update the ETF stuff. The month's almost over. All right, guys. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all. Well, we will see you all hopefully soon. The time of the show could be a bit random. Matt gave up drinking and goes to bed early now, so we'll see how it goes.
Make sure you have the like and subscribe on, so you know the bell signal, so you know when we're coming. Thanks, guys. Thanks so much.
All right, bye, guys. Wait, how do I do this again? All right, here we go.